Hey, we're rolling.
All right, here we go. All right, what's your name?
Kyle Schraw.
And Kyle, what did you choose for your capstone presentation, and tell me a little bit about it?
Wilderness survival. Ever since I was a kid, I had a strong love for the outdoors, and this involved spending being outside with my siblings. And so I went outside for 5 days straight in wilderness with resources of a lost hiker, and this is kind of what I brought. So this is a shelter I made. This is a debris shelter. It involves stacking 3 layers of leaves and other debris, then pine boughs on the top, which keep the water from coming out. What I ate out there is cattail roots and nuts. Starting a fire, I use a ferro rod. It's very durable and is waterproof, so you can just easily start a fire with the light material. This is fat wood. I use this to keep my fire going. It is where pine sap leaks into the branch of a dead pine tree, and it's very flammable. For water, I boiled my water. I also had a life straw. So yeah, I gathered a whole bunch of information. That's what I'm here to share with you guys today.
Perfect. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Julia Habas, and for my capstone, I decided to research our program here at Adams Friendship High School called TEMA. TEMA stands for Technology Education Manufacturing Academy. It's a 3-year program offered at Adams Friendship High School, and I'm advertising for it so more students have the knowledge about it and join the class.
What is your name?
Lincoln Smith.
And Lincoln, what did you choose for your capstone presentation, and tell me a little bit about it?
Why is there an increase in UCL tears? Right after my junior year, I tore my UCL. The UCL is the ulnar collateral ligament, which runs on the inside of your elbow and supports your elbow for overhead throwing motions. I did some research on why there's been an increase. A lot of the research came back and said travel baseball, which is summer baseball for high school kids, social media, comparisons on social media, showcases because there's harder throwing, and the difference between turf and dirt mounds. And then for the baseball program, something to give back to the high school as I leave, is a strengthening program that includes UCL-specific lifts, legs, arms, and shoulders, and then a week-by-week off-season and in-season throwing program.
What is your name?
Hello, I'm Alexis Stanko.
And Alexis, what did you choose for your capstone presentation, and tell me a little bit about it?
So my capstone is increasing female participation in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics at Adams Friendship High School. I chose this capstone because next fall I'm attending UW-Madison to major in civil engineering. I also wanted to inspire girls to try out a STEM course. So I conducted a pre-survey, and I sent it out to the girls, and 17% of girls intend to take a STEM course. So I knew I needed to create something that promoted STEM and its opportunities. So I created a packet and a video to talk about the opportunities in STEM. After sending out the video and packet, I sent out a post survey. The post survey said that 29% of girls intend to take a STEM field. So that is a 12% increase within the past 3 months of this capstone, and I hope to continue to inspire girls to try out STEM. Thank you.
What is your name?
I'm Evelyn Shaw.
And what is your capstone presentation about, and tell me a little bit about it?
So for my capstone, I decided to do some research into the outdoors. As you can tell, I love to travel. So I want people to get perspective of how much time they're wasting on their devices and how much time they should be spending outside. This semester I've been reading a book called The Comfort Crisis, written by Michael Easter, with a lot of information about how much time we're actually wasting. And I also sent out a survey to the school, and turns out students here spend about 5.5 hours a day on their phones, which adds up to be about a quarter of our lives just on our cell phones. So I'm hoping that once I give people perspective of how much time they're wasting, it'll give them the first steps to disconnect from their devices and reconnect with the outdoors. I also work as an intern at the Chamber of Commerce, so I have some resources of things to do in Adams County and the surrounding area.
What is your name?
My name is Tristan Weglers.
And what is your capstone presentation about, and tell me a little bit about it?
So my capstone is about bringing meaningful music to events such as church services, weddings, and funerals. I noticed a very big disconnection between the music played at those events and the younger and middle-aged members of those events. They don't connect to that music, and it isn't special to them, especially if it's being played more traditionally and kind of boring. So what I decided to do was create a business plan in which these events and people who organize these events, like weddings, funerals, and church services, can hire me, and I can play song requests and more specialized music towards those people so that they can feel more connected to the music within those events. And so the way I decided to go about that is creating a business plan for not only me, but also anyone else can use it. It's written down in this book here. And if they have that need in their community just like I do, and that passion just like I do, but maybe they don't know where to start, I created that business plan for them as well as me. I also created myself some flyers, business card, and over there is my website I created. And over here I have a little setup of some of my best moments here, my best songs, and anyone can come and take a listen.
Perfect. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Anna Morrow.
And what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
For my capstone presentation, I created a pathway to criminal justice and law for any student who might be interested in one of those fields. I also created a 6-week job shadow experience at the Adams County Courthouse. These are the 6 legal professionals that will be followed. And then I also wanted to keep my research super local because I wanted my pathway packet and job shadow experience to be really attainable for students from Adams Friendship High School.
What is your name?
My name is Mason Nora.
And what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, so my capstone project is about getting more people interested in aviation. I had made a packet that would allow people to make a better guess of which college they would want to go to for their flight school, whether that was a private school, technical school, or a private university. I have everything in here so that nobody's going in looking blind, but also getting people more interested in aviation to show their friends, and really just trying to make everybody's processing the aviation a lot easier.
What is your name?
Hello, my name is Robert Lochner, and I'm a senior at Adams Friendship High School.
And what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
For my capstone presentation, I created my own programming language called RobCode. RobCode aims to be an educational programming language that better prepares students for more advanced languages such as Python, Java, and C++.
Go ahead.
The reason I want to create an educational language is that programming has provided me so many opportunities that I think a lot of other people could also benefit from. Yeah.
All right, what's your name?
My name's Clayton Free.
And what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
My capstone's just a little introduction to construction. So when you look at the intro classes and the advanced classes we have at the high school that revolve around the trades, there's not a lot of students taking those classes. There's about 4 of us in the advanced construction class currently, and there was probably about 8 plus back before COVID happened. Because of this, it makes you wonder why kids aren't taking these opportunities, and it's mostly because of rumors they hear or because of them not being notified or told about these opportunities. So I took it upon myself to go to elementary and middle school and talk about these opportunities in the trades and the money that can be made. And a lot of them have found it very interesting and very helpful to know about. Thank you.
What is your name?
My name is Rylan Beaver.
And what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
My capstone presentation is about a cookbook that I made for college students that makes it easier and cheaper to have good food that they can make on their own so they don't eat.
What is your name?
My name is Mia Moore.
And what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, so I'm really passionate about education, and I'm going to major in elementary education next year. I chose to research how a district daycare would benefit Adams County. I surveyed the staff members to see if they would find it beneficial, and I think through the research I found that a district daycare would help students build a foundation for their future education.
What is your name?
Cameron Clark.
And Cameron, what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
So over the past 3 years, I've had 3 ACL surgeries, and so my plan was to help other athletes prevent knee pain and knee injury with plyometrics, which is like a jumping mechanism. And so plyometrics can increase explosiveness, speed, and like overall performance on the field or court or whatever, as well as help decrease knee pain and knee injury. So what I did was create plyometric program for each sport, specified to each sport. Each sport is different. Each program is different.
What is your name?
My name is Lucas Stanley.
And Lucas, what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
I did my TEMA capstone presentation on how AI is being used and perceived in education. So I chose this topic because it aligns with my career interest of being a computer engineer, and I wanted to explore that further.
So I conducted teacher and student interviews here at the high school along with a student survey, and I drew some conclusions up by comparing it to national studies to look at how AI is being used in the classroom. I looked at how many students are using it and teachers are using it, and how teachers feel about students using AI in the classroom and the ways that they're using it.
Alright, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Ian Cole.
And what is your capstone presentation about? And tell me a little bit about it.
So my capstone presentation is about the effects of narcissistic abuse. So narcissistic abuse is a psychological and emotional term of abuse that comes from a narcissist who will use tactics of manipulation, isolation, constant criticism, love bombing, and things like that to completely degrade you to the point where you create an emotional dependency on this person and feel like you cannot be anything without them. So for my capstone, I produced a survey that I sent out to the high school to collect information on what they thought and their knowledge on the topic. And then after that, I conducted 6 interviews with these 3 stories being specific to my capstone. Sarah was 14 years, a 14-year victim. Wendy was an 18-year victim, and I've been a victim my entire life. So, yeah.
Perfect.